What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Cjthecheesedj here, and we are back after a short hiatus. Sorry about that, guys. We were a little bit busy with real life stuff and some uni and our actual job going on. So yeah, but now we're back. We've got some videos coming out. We do have some planned. I apologize for that. As always, thank you very much for all the support, guys. It means a lot to me. Now, as well as that, if you've got any ideas for future videos that you'd like me to do, make sure to leave them down below in the comments. But other than that, guys, let's get into the video. Alrighty, so today we are taking a look at ARK's top 6 rarest dinos. So what we've done is we've gone around, looked at the spawn rates of certain creatures and creatures we believe to be the rarest spawns in ARK, and we've come up with a list. Now these dinos are obviously going to be in no particular order except for the last ones. They will be number 1, and they are the rarest dinos, creatures to find on the ARK. Alrighty, now we're also not limiting it to just the island. We are also including Scorched Earth in this equation as well. We're not including Ragnarok, however. Alrighty, but without further ado, let's get into the list. So number 1 is the Lyopleurodon. Now these guys are rare. You can pretty much only find them in the bottom of the oceans. This guy's here because we've just spawned this one in, and you know, they're only temporary tames, which also makes them slightly more rarer, because once you tame them up, you've only got half an hour and then they disappear, which is really frustrating. And you then also need giant bee honey to be able to tame them. So these guys, like I said, deep depths of the ocean, and they are quite difficult to find. Number 2 is none other than the Megalosaurus. Now these guys are once again extremely rare. You can pretty much, I'm pretty sure they're only exclusive to caves. You can find them out in the wild, sometimes in the redwood biome. But other than that, these guys only have a 1.3% chance of spawning in their selected spawn zones, which makes these guys really rare dinos. And you're definitely going to want to tame these guys up because they're really good PvP dinos, able to grab flies. However, you're going to want to make sure that you use them at night, because you can see here during the day, they just don't give two hoots. They just want to sleep during the day. So make sure you keep an eye out for these guys because they are quite a rare dino to come across. Number 3 is the Uranus. Now this guy spawns exclusively in the snow biome on the island, and I'm pretty sure on Ragnarok as well. I'm not 100% sure on Scorched Earth, but he is a very limited rare spawn on both of these islands. Now he does have certain areas on Ragnarok where he actually spawns indefinitely most of the time. I'm pretty sure it's like a 60% chance on that one spot in Ragnarok. But as for the island, you can see there, they only spawn in the ice, and they're very rare. They've only got about a 2.7 chance of spawning in the ice biome. So that's why the Uranus is number 3. Number 4 on this list is the Quetzal. You can see him flying away over there. Now these guys only have a very limited spawn, much like the other dinos on this list, which who would have thought, which is very limited to the center areas of the map around the 2 mountains there and the lower bit. Just under at about 60-40, that's where they spawn in, and they, like the other dinos on this list, they only have a very small limited chance of spawning in. So you've got to make sure you keep an eye out for them, and if you see them, definitely go ahead and tame them up, regardless of their level, because they are rare dinos, and you know, they only spawn in limited areas with a limited rate. So I'm pretty sure the Quetzal's only is 0.66 to spawn in those areas that I said. I did look all these dinos up on the map of spawn rates. I should be able to link it down in the description down below if you guys want to take a look. But yeah, number 4 is the Quetzal. Number 5 on the list is the Giganotosaurus. Now this guy, like the Quetzal, pretty much has the same spawn rate as the Quetzal actually. However, he's slightly more areas on the map where he's able to spawn in. He's more likely to spawn in the snowy areas, however, obviously because that's the more dangerous area out of the island. And you can see he's struggling to try and take out these direwolves, the poor guy. So he's definitely worth taming if you see one of these guys up. You know, I wouldn't even hesitate to tame one of these guys up regardless of their level. These guys are the kingpins of ARK, and I definitely would tame them up. Now, count how many times I just said tamed in that sentence. So yeah, he is a very rare spawn in, much like the Quetzal, much like the Lyopleurodon. Unlike the Lyopleurodon, however, the Giga has very centralized spawn regions like the Thylacoleo. So he's definitely a rare tame, and I would definitely recommend taming him up. So the final most rarest creature on the ARKs is the Titanosaur. Now this guy is tied closely for first place with the Phoenix. However, the Titanosaur is more rarer than the Phoenix, as you can have multiple Phoenixes on the map at the same time. Whereas the Titanosaur, you're only allowed one on the official servers, unless you're playing on your own custom server and you have these guys where you can keep them tamed in. So this guy obviously is the rarest because you can only find one of them on the map at any given time. And that's pretty much it, guys. You can only find one of the phoenixes on the Scorched Earth map that are tameable at any one time. So there you have it. That's my top 6 rarest dinos to tame in Ark. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.